Hello, you lovely, lovely lot. It's your two favourite boys. I don't know why I've decided to go inside of a lounge mode. Hey, sit down, take the load off. Is that a coffee you've got there? Nice. It's Darren and Matt here. How you doing, Matt? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
We're also in lounge mode, don't you know? We're sat in front of a roaring fire, feet up, cigars,
Yeah.
and
Wingback chairs.
wingback chairs, and we just
Port.
open a bottle of port. It's hey, sit down, take the load off. We're here.
Relax.
I was wondering where you're going to go with that. Relax, hey, take the load off. Take your shirt off. We're only friends here. Have some fun.
All right.
God, we need to record face cams. No, we're here again for another one. For this one, we're gonna hit a bit of a, I don't know if it's a bit of a taboo subject, not really, but it's definitely something that we need to address.
Yeah, elephant in the room, or
Yeah, definitely something that we needed to talk about.
an elephant in a room with a costume that's on hire.
Yes, the costume is also relevant. It's basically we're gonna see where live service games are going wrong. So
Yeah.
what we're thinking is a lot of live service games are pumped out with the with the objective of keeping the game going. So have the game slowly updated and to be able to have people come back to them over and over and over again and keep them alive until they die.
Yeah.
Games like Avengers, games like Forza Horizon, games like
GTA Online.
GTA Online,
Red Dead.
Red Dead. There's a few others which I can't really remember. Fortnite will be another one as well.
Fortnite.
So these games with the objective to just
Going until whenever.
keep going until the player base goes. Now, we think these are going wrong, and we are going to go into why. So sit down, grab yourself your comfiest slippers, grab yourself a nice bottle of something. Stick on the fire. It's cold outside, isn't it?
Baby, it's cold outside.
I was about to say it's bloody cold from where we're recording as well. But we're going to go into where live service games are going wrong. Right, so where live service games are going wrong. So if we start off with the most obvious elephant in the room, Avengers.
Yeah.
That live service game is. I don't think I'm gonna shock anyone at all in the history of the world if I say it's poo. Is that safe? You've gone quiet, or you about to defend it?
I don't think I defend it because I think it's just. As I said, we've already covered it in a previous video. If you want to look on YouTube.
How to fix the Avengers? Yeah. I will link it. Hello.
Yeah, like it just like immediately went wrong with like going with like sort of the Wish version of the Avengers.
Yeah. It started because the idea of Avengers, it was to just give it its own story, not to relax on the film versions, even though the majority of people that were into Avengers was because of the films. So that was doomed from the start, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was, shot yourself in the foot before even it started.
Yeah, crippled the horse before it left the stable.
Yeah.
I don't know how many more analogies I've got in the bank. Did you finish the story?
Yes, I did finish it.
Did you like the story?
It was okay. I wouldn't say it was brilliant, but it was okay. Villains were shit.
Oh god, yeah, AIM. Still have dreams about shit now. But no, the reason I said about the story is because you finish the story, instantly you get the story finishing, and then it leads onto the online saying AIM is still about. AIM is still going. You've got to do this mission, you've got to stop them. It's like, what the fuck's the story for then? So there's absolutely no conclusion in the story. The story has been and gone, and nothing has changed.
Yeah, it just felt... Yeah.
You've re-banded the Avengers, great.
Well done.
Yeah, they're...
Slap on the back.
Yeah, you've put them together again, great. And now you're just going to do these countless missions that are never going to end. So the story had zero payoff. What the fuck did I pay it for then?
Yeah, it's... Yeah,
But the reason that it was in this kind of unfinished story state was because it led on to live service.
Yeah.
Think of it this way: you couldn't have a game that had a satisfying conclusion ending and then expect people to play as a live service, could you?
No.
So then, why did they decide to make some kind of story mode that could have easily been concluded into a live service game? It didn't need a live service model.
No, it didn't. It just, as I was saying, going back to the story, it felt like you got to the story and saying, rest of the story in the works, please come back later.
Basically, yeah, it was like come back and you can download more story later on.
Yeah.
And then you've got the Hawkeye thingy-majig. You've got, I think Black Panther's coming up soon as well.
Yeah, Black Panther's towards the end of the summer, I think. Sort of August-y time.
Yeah, but it's like, did it need to be live service?
Probably not.
Probably not. Moving on to the next
Offender.
I would say Forza Horizon.
Yeah. I'm probably, as I probably said, biased, a little bit biased because I do really like Forza Horizon 4 quite a lot.
Forza Horizon 4, though, as a live service, yeah, it does its job better. It gives new bits to do better. Forza Horizon, it's a racing game. There wasn't really a story to jump off of. I think the main difference between the two, right? Avengers started as single player, opened up to live service. Forza started from live service from the start.
Yeah.
Does that make it better? Don't know.
I think it's saying this is what we're on, this is what we'll do, and the other one, yeah. Whereas probably Avengers was like, here's some story, and now it's live service.
Yeah, no, I'd say that's fair. But Forza does have the thing of, it's this slow model of dip your toe in every once in a while, of like, oh, there's 3 new races. They're on the same tracks, but they're new races. And you kind of go, well, I'll do it, I suppose.
Yeah, I think with regards to Horizon 4, I mean, you probably agree with me on this, like, they need to be using sort of this, try and use, like, the community tracks that the community makes.
The blueprints.
Because there are some really, really good ones out there. They do dabble in them, but for the most part, it is what they've read, all the tracks that you've probably driven around 60 million times.
Yeah, there are some gems in the blueprints.
Oh, yeah, there's quite a few.
Yeah, and, like, 100% agree. And why aren't they implemented? Like GTA. Why aren't they implemented into the main sort of playlist? If they're built tracks that aren't like built to troll, why not? The community's doing their work for them.
Yeah, it's free content. You didn't even have to lift a finger.
I don't know.
I think in GTA, I think there is like sort of community playlist, but they're sort of like not exactly at the forefront.
No, but they do exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could very quickly sidestep to GTA as the next live service, which, how on earth has GTA still got such a huge player base? It's bizarre.
I don't get it either. I think we both sort of played it. I think initially we played it way back in 2013.
Yeah, I've had quite a few different GTA versions.
Yeah.
I originally bought the 360 version yonks ago, yeah.
Yeah, and then I think I remember saying, yeah, I just played golf the entire time.
Yeah, I was thoroughly. I will go on record and say I was underwhelmed by GTA 5. Didn't like it that much.
I liked it. It was. I wouldn't say it was the flat out best. But I can think of probably 2, maybe 3 games back.
I didn't like GTA 5 that much, and I hated Red Dead 2. Fight me. I absolutely don't give a shit.
Yeah, as I say, 5's I like. Red Dead 2. Yeah.
But if you're going for the main sort of topic of conversation of what is the problem with live service games, and the main problem is it's slow content that's perhaps not too imaginative, that's very slowly drip fed, making people feel the need to come back. It's the fear of missing out, really.
Yeah, I think because like back in ye olden days, remember those? Like we had like DLC or expansion packs, which give you basically, which is basically because saying, we've watched season 1. Oh, that was great. Here's season 2. Like that, like in that regards. Whereas this one, sort of like you get like you watch a season and you get sort of slowly get drip fed.
Yeah, it's like if you were to go in Avengers and then you play around for a bit and you go, okay, well there's 2 new missions, so I'll do them and maybe there'll be an update in a couple of weeks and then I'll just do the 2 missions again.
Yeah, it's
And you're very slowly drip fed, and to me that's not art. That's not game design. That's just, I don't know what it is, but to me that's not good.
I think the bit that sort of annoys me, and sort of another one that's kind of lifesaver to an extent, Rainbow Six Siege.
Okay, go on.
Right. I think if everyone remembers, like a couple of years ago, they had like sort of an outbreak mode, which was like a couple of
Yes, love that.
couple of missions that and it was like his own little story campaign. But
Yeah.
it was great. I fucking loved it. But why couldn't that stay?
Yeah, I don't know why it was timed only.
That it's just, and that's the one thing I like, because every so often, you get one of these like gems. I think this is great. And fortunately, with they are going to build on it with Rainbow Six Quarantine, if my memory serves me
Yeah, I think
correctly. But why couldn't that stay? I think other examples. I think they had a Western version, like sort of like Cowboys and.
I think so, but I think it might have been the time where I put it down. So I think that was when you played it and I didn't.
Yeah, like as I was saying, like with live service, there are some absolute stellar ideas out there, but you can only enjoy them for like
Yeah.
a couple of weeks, and then it's gone. And like, right, we can't, no, that's not coming back.
You see the reason why companies will do them, because they're guaranteed money spinners. Look at GTA. They like GTA 5 is going to be spread across 3 console generations. 3. 3. It's ridiculous. And because people keep going back onto it and keep playing the same stuff and they keep putting money into it. It's like you had a good point saying about the submarines. Like I said about, you can either grind it or you can buy it with real world money.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's a bit. I think one of the word I would use is a bit predatory. It's just like, you can put the elbow work in. Might take you a few weeks, but you'll get there. Or give us your credit card details and you can have it in 10 seconds, sir.
Yeah, it is exactly that, and I think predatory is kind of the right way around, the right wording. But that's more of a microtransaction issue, which we won't jump too much on in this video.
Yeah.
But yeah, the microtransactions are predatory and absolutely should get to fuck. I put that on like an inspirational poster with my name written in italics underneath it.
No, just I can just imagine sort of a scenic background and that in sort of italic writing.
Yeah. Microtransactions get to fuck.
Get to fuck.
Get to fuck. But no, it's the live service issue is the slow drip fed content, expecting people to come back to it just because they might be fans of it. I don't like it. To me, it voids creativity. To me, it voids the chance of getting like a new game anytime soon.
Yeah, it just feels like saying, "Oh, this works. We're just going to keep working on it, and it'll be like a 3, 4, maybe 5 year lifespan. We'll eke it out as long as we can."
But it's like, when was Forza Horizon 4 out?
2017? 18.
Okay, so that's 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So arguably, if it wasn't a live service, would we have arguably seen solid details of Forza Horizon 5 now? All we're seeing is rumours at the moment.
Yeah, rumours at the moment, and but that's probably something you're going to find out by E3.
Yeah, of course. I'm E3 is probably where something will probably land, and then I will be branded an idiot, and people in the comments will tell me that.
Yeah, but if it does turn out to be in Japan, I was right.
Yeah, if it is if Forza Horizon 5 is in Japan, Matt was right. I was right about Forza Horizon 4. Never again. Terms and conditions apply. Yeah, playground games, you've got predictable, son. So I suppose we can kind of conclude it there. So kind of we say, like, what is the issue with the live service games, and just it's the slow content. It's the fact that you're supposed to keep slow. You can never really sit down on a live service game and play it constantly, over and over, all night, every day, forever. It's one of those pick up once for a few hours every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And to me, that model isn't creative. To me, that model is piss.
Yeah, and probably another thing is there probably will come a time, might not be for a few years, they might say, right, shut the servers. So take GTA for example, all the apartment buildings, all the businesses, all the submarines, all the
money.
Yeah, it will be gone, and that will be.
And then you'll realise how worthless your time actually has been.
Yeah.
That's a really good point. And I think it's probably one of the best points, with the fact that at any time these live services can be cut off.
Yeah.
At any time, as an example, Fortnite. Say if the player base dips, at any time that service could be cut off and Fortnite 2 could exist, and then you just go around the cycle again. Anything you've built in that first game, any loot you got, any cosmetics you've got are gone. And you're not getting them back.
Yeah, that's really one of the things. It's sort of the off-pushing thing. It's just in the back of your head, like, yeah, it could be 5-10 years from now. Yeah, Fortnite will be. Well, it'll be just might be gone. Probably.
Yeah, there's always the off chance that all the players could dip for the next best thing.
Yeah.
So what's stopping these servers being switched off and all your stuff being switched off with it?
Yeah.
And that is a huge point against live services, but they keep making money regardless. So
what do we know?
Yeah, what do we know? We'll keep talking about it. Anyway, we'll wrap it up. Thank you for coming all on this little journey with us. Don't forget to hit us a like. Don't forget. Sorry, I was trying to drink while talking. Also, don't forget to share this video with all of your nearest and dearest. Don't forget to subscribe to us as well, because we need it. We're trying to hit a subscribe goal. We're nearly at 500, kinda, almost. And your love and support will help us get there.
Yeah, please.
Pretty please. Anyway, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot.
Auf Wiedersehen.